Hello, everybody. I am John Swinkles, and I've got Will Oz Schoonover with me, and I'm just going to knock my tape measure on the ground.
Live. We're live.
And we are getting ready to do our weekly Rumble and play Company of Iron, which comes out October 25th.
So, really soon.
Really soon.
Really soon.
Next Wednesday, for those of you who might want to actually have a date.
Who haven't seen a calendar?
Literally next
Yeah,
Wednesday.
Who don't
Yeah.
look at time.
Next
So almost
Wednesday.
a week from now.
So which scenario are we going to be jumping
We
into?
are playing scenario number 5, which we have not played on the stream yet. It's called Survive and Hold. You are going to defend some things, which we decided today are warjacks. It's usually 2 objectives and a flag, which are 50 and 40 millimeter bases.
Okay.
So we're using your warjacks. And I'm going to try and get in there and sabotage them with my Rulik mercenaries.
Why would you do that?
Because Khador paid me to ruin your red warjacks. They're jealous.
They're jealous. They should be. Mine look way better. I wore it better. All right, so who gets to go first?
Attacker goes first in asymmetrical scenarios generally, so I am going to go first.
Okay.
We've already deployed our armies. I have 2 inches of deployment, and you have 5 inches of deployment. I am bringing, for anybody who didn't see my Facebook post last night, I'm bringing Hemric Groot, the Rulik second story man from the Iron Kingdoms RPG miniatures line.
Okay.
Because I wanted another Rulik mercenary, and it's a narrative casual game. You can do what you want. No promises.
That you're the lead developer.
Yeah, no promises on any extra minis for the game ever coming out, but it is something that is thought about and talked about a lot of what we could do with other interesting things, like the dragoons and the caster attachments and stuff like that.
Okay.
But other things like other miniatures we make that don't currently have War Machine rules.
Like stuff that belongs in the IKRPG,
Yeah.
but would be super dope in a narrative game.
A dwarven burglar of some sort. So he's based on Thor Steinhammer's stats, and he's going to have some abilities that are probably going to be pretty fast and loose this game.
Okay.
I've given him advanced deployment. He has reposition 3. He more than likely also has a once a game he can do a mission action no matter what else he does. So much like the commander card that we've seen in other missions.
Sure.
And then he's got a rope around him, so I think he's got a rope ability. I just haven't decided what it is yet.
You're just going to be able to pull him back
No,
too
I think
far!
he can climb stuff. Oh, he's a second
like a
story
grappling
man.
hook.
He likes
Okay.
to be up high. Unfortunately, he's got no houses to run around on today.
he's
But
got
he
a-
brought his chimney. He's surfing on his chimney,
Okay.
so he's fine. Okay, so we've got our hands.
We'll roll with it.
And everything is ready. So I'm going to activate a dwarf, and Hemric is the speed 5 dwarf in the
The
army.
speed 5 dwarf.
Everybody, he's a fast one. He jogs. He exercises a lot. The rest
Well,
of
he's
these
got to be
guys-
able to leap from building to
Yeah,
building.
they're wearing
Right.
heavier armor. They're speed 4. And for army composition wise, I've got Hammerfall High Shield Gun Corps at a minimum size with the command attachment, and I've got a 3-man unit, maxed min, only 3-man unit of Tactical Arcanist Corps. So the dwarves that throw fireballs and have flaming maces. And
Oh,
things.
this is going to be fun.
And you've got
Mini unit of the Silverline Storm Guard, because they're
Yeah.
awesome. Stormblade Captain, so that I could bring this lovely fellow right here,
Yeah.
the Lancer, and that's it. That's
Okay.
25 points.
So we're going to see what happens. I'm going to start with this guy over here. You don't really have any guns.
Not really. The leader technically can shoot, but it doesn't do any damage.
And the glaive on the captain probably has a zap.
Has a zap.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to hide behind cover necessarily, and I don't really need to shield wall very much. So
Yeah, he's got his range 8 Nexus Blast.
that dwarf is going to run to there. And I'm playing the part of the villains in this scenario, so I'm going to mark my guys with the dark side
I like it.
of the activation tokens.
Okay. Hooray.
And the Silver Line have a passive ability that when they're base to base, they cannot be charged,
Correct.
which I did not bring a melee force, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah. So I think I'm kind of boned on that one.
Okay.
But
you'll be fine.
we'll figure it out.
Don't worry about it.
So I'm also speed 5, like your fastest of dwarves. So we're going to go ahead and get this guy up this way.
The high shields do have combined melee attacks, so they're not terrible in melee,
Yeah.
but they like to stand off and shoot stuff more than that.
Well, shooting's probably going to do you pretty well on this one. So my defense is decent, but not obscene.
Run that cap there. Okay. Somebody's saying that somebody prances. I don't know who is prancing.
I was pointing out to the chat that you're wrong, that dwarves are incapable of running, therefore they trot. But now we're determining either prance or canter.
Okay, well, maybe they skip.
Canter
Or
spelled
gallop.
with an O.
Galloping was my favorite dumb thing to do in gym class as a child.
You have to have a picnic basket to skip.
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe they have backpacks with like rum bottles, and maybe they all have picnic baskets. Did you move another model?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Sorry, I thought
We
you
got
still had to
distracted by
go.
prancing conversations.
Yeah, there was serious prancing afoot. So we're gonna
Yeah.
get this guy through here. Bloop. Start defending these jacks because you're gonna come light them up.
I'm just going to poke at their, inner workings to make them not so much workings anymore.
Well, dwarves are usually there to fix things, so it makes me rather
but
disturbed that you're here
they're-
to break stuff.
Their natural proclivities for understanding technology means that they're pretty good at removing just the right bolt and ruining everything.
Okay.
So that was another model.
All right.
Activated.
And we're just going to keep getting these guys up through here.
So fast.
So fast.
He ran over there.
Sweet Jesus.
He trotted. He bumbled. I'm going to go with
Canted.
bumbled.
Bumbled.
They're bumbling.
All right. Well, and these guys can ignore each other.
It's not a
for
negative thing.
Getting through
Dwarves
because
just bumble.
of
That's what they do.
practiced maneuvers.
Wow, Keith, that's a large post.
Burp.
Hey, Schick, is there anything in there I should talk about? It's going to go by way too fast for me to read it. Arcanist Core. What's the range of your fireball?
So, Keith, you're asking about the activation markers and the tokens. I'm positive that our good friends at Broken Egg Games will be making acrylic versions of them as well. We will have a sheet to download so you can make your own as well on the website, so you can do a little cut and paste action. So
There you
it'll
go.
all be available for you.
Schick said it, so
in
you know
various
it's
ways.
true.
I mean,
Okay, that guy ran.
as long as it's not rules, then yeah, it's totally true.
And if you own focus tokens and all the things that you would normally play War Machine with, you can also use all that stuff. Played an interesting game with one of our playtesters who was running Convergence, and the Convergence token set has a little like Wi-Fi symbol thing. So when his guys were injured, their Wi-Fi was down, and so they were laying there trying to reconnect.
You're good to go.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's a shield.
No, it looks like it's a triangle with 3 bars on it. It looks like a Wi-Fi symbol. And it made sense that Convergence, when their Wi-Fi's down, they don't like it.
Yeah.
And they're
makes
just
sense.
laying there buffering. I mean, it
Buffering,
It makes
the bane of all.
narrative and logical sense. The best of both worlds.
All right. Getting that wall up there.
My tablet has decided to freeze, so I'm just moving, which I know my move stats on all these guys, so I won't be cheating with anything yet.
Yet. Except for that squirrely dude over there.
His rules are amorphous right now, so this is the most playtesty of all the playtest games we have played on the stream so far.
So, my
Because
captain
unlike the half jacks that Dallas ran, he
is
doesn't
gonna
have
run
an
up
existing
past
stat
this
card.
guy, so he is going to run, so he can get a little further up the field there.
Standard man's just going to stay near the boss to make his command range bigger.
And then, so, great thing to explain right now is what kind of actions can I take with my jack because I don't have any focus.
So, Jack Marshall is pulled straight from War Machine. There
Right
are
on.
4 benefits. They are basically allowing you to run, allowing you to make extra attacks, allowing you to make better range attacks or better melee attacks.
So even though I don't have focus, I can totally run
Yes.
this jack.
As long as that Warjack activates in the command range of his Jack Marshal,
Which is 11
and
inches.
Beast Warden is almost the exact same way for Hordes, then he can do any one of those 4 abilities.
Alrighty.
And if
so
you need
we're
a
going to
reference for
get
what those 4
him
abilities
up
are,
there.
there's a rule book around here somewhere.
So he can run his happy butt all the way
Oh
up
no.
here.
He ran at me.
And that is it for all my dudes, so...
Okay, so for the people watching who haven't watched before, passing is a tactical part of the game. If you ever have fewer unactivated models than your opponent, so you could have done that once or twice,
Right.
you can pass. And it's just models on the table that haven't activated. It's not like at the beginning of the game you determine that and anything like that. Well, I could run my burglar at you, but that's no fun.
You could.
I'm going to run that Tactical Arcanist Corps guy over there. This one, he's going to bumble over here. And this one's going to...
So while you're moving those guys, a couple people have just joined and were asking, like, for example, why are there large base models on the field? Those are the objective markers. So basically, the thematic reason for them to be there is I have staged these warjacks for Max to come take control of them in a larger engagement, and his Rulic Dwarves are here to sabotage them. So they're not in play other than as objectives.
That one's really well defended. This one, not so much.
Hey,
Currently.
Oz.
Yes?
Agatha wants to know how do press gangers Shanghai work in Company of Iron?
Okay, so any ability that adds or returns models, so Shanghai adds, but Death Toll returns, I think, or adds, any of those abilities cycle your hand. So if 2 press gangers knock a guy out, then you get to draw a card and then discard a card. And if you're returning models and you've run out of models to return, every model only counts once, so Revenant Crew, that kind of stuff, then you can't do it. But, for example, if your Revenant Crew is a couple of guys down, let's say 3 or 4 guys have died, you roll a d3, you take that many guys out of the pool, and then you draw that many cards and discard that many cards. So hand cycling is how we incorporated all of those returning and adding models rules. Because if I had an army that could turn John's models into my models, I would eventually have all the models and John would have none of the models, potentially. And then his fun would be a little diminished. That is all of my dwarf bros,
Okay.
as Hungerford would call them. So we're going to end the round.
So we discard
any cards we want to discard, which I'm not going to discard any of these because I didn't really look at any of them yet. Then we're going to roll priority.
That's not the greatest card except for the bottom part, so I'm going to hold on to that because it's the only one of those I have.
Okay, so priority, which is kind of like initiative, changes.
You're going to win.
It's a 1. I got a 4. So I am still the priority player for the first activation. And then in priority order, we would draw back up to our hand size.
But we both have our hand size.
We both have our hand size. And the player that's playing points down, so any number of points down, gets to draw an extra card and then discard a card. And Hemrick, my second story man, he's either 1, 2, or 3 points. I haven't decided. I'm playing a 22-point army without him. And Thor Steinhammer is a 4-point model, and Hemrick is not as good as Thor. So Hemrick is at least 3 points. So I'm going to pretend like he's 3 points. So I'm playing 25 points exactly.
Well, all right then.
Cool. Okay, so let's shoot your warjack.
Shoot him.
Let's see if my tablet will.
And while you shoot him,
Stop.
how does that recursion type rule work with Alexia?
So Alexia is the same way. She collects corpses, then she can spend those corpses to cycle cards.
Right.
But replacing models, something like the Thrall Warrior, works exactly as it's written. So she can pull a Risen off, replace it with a Thrall Warrior. But if the model that gets replaced, so for Incubi and other stuff like that, if it is already activated, the new model has also already activated.
Yep.
So you can't get double activations. Yeah, we saw that with the Incubi last week.
But good question, Jason, because I have Alexia all painted up and ready to go, and she's in one of my lists. So who is going to shoot him?
I am going to try and throw a fireball at you.
A fireball?
Range 10, Flame Blast.
I think you're in range.
So.
Oh, from over there!
I'm going to need you to scream Hadouken when you do this, or otherwise I'm not going to count it.
You're the Foley artist. You do all that in the background.
Hadouken!
Yeah, I haven't done it yet. I haven't even rolled dice.
Premature Hadouken.
You have to get.
It's already done. I mean, it happened. Like
You have to get that coordinated
everyone was
with
here.
the die
They
roll.
all heard it. It's over now.
Okay, so this Tactical Arcanist Corps really wants to half shut down that Warjack. So, and he's your commander, so he has 10 hit points instead of just 5.
That is correct.
He's going to shuffle. He's not running, so he's not.
He's just scooching.
Yeah, he's just scooched over there.
Just crab walk.
And he is magic ability 7.
Ooh.
And your def is
13.
13.
Yeah.
So I need to get a 6 to hit you with this Flame Blast.
I believe in you.
and that is enough.
That will be exactly it.
And Flame Blast is a POW 13 AoE 3, which is not
So-
close enough to catch anybody else.
Dice off 3.
Dice off 3 and 10 hit points.
Yep.
So if I roll a 13 on 2 dice.
If you magically roll a 13 on 2 dice, or if you have a card that gives you more
This
dice.
is early in the game. I don't want to just one-shot your commander with a guaranteed all 4 of these additional dice.
You don't want to pretend he's Lord Longfellow and just
No. So I'm just gonna see if I can wound him a little bit. Maybe I'll roll boxcars and he'll have 1 hit point left.
It could happen.
That is not.
That is 0.
That is 0 exactly.
You get nothing. Good day, sir.
On a critical hit, which I did not roll, I rolled a 3 and a 4. He would be caught on fire.
Right.
Okay, and then that is that guy. He's disappointed in himself, but
He's
It's
disappointed
okay.
his whole team.
yeah.
So, my captain really doesn't like that.
Well, no,
Like,
it's Scorch's
at all.
beautiful
So
armor.
he's going to have this Warjack charge this guy here.
no.
Because that's what Lancers do, and you are well with it.
So here's another option. One of the benefits gives you an additional melee attack.
Right.
But you can't charge and do that one. So you could walk
so if
up.
I just walk
if your
up-
speed and your range on your melee weapon is enough to get to that guy, you could walk up and possibly stab multiple guys. Or stab me once, knock me down, and stab me again if I don't die the first time.
I don't have that one.
You got options.
I don't have that spiffy.
No, it's
spiffy
a
thing.
Jack Marshall benefit.
Oh,
it's
okay.
one of the 4 choices you can make.
Well then, I guess he will just march up and
I'm going to blame
lay waste.
Schick for the advanced rulebook not being anywhere nearby. Is that okay, Tony? Do you approve of that? Is it
You have
Schick's
your
fault?
little 2-inch
Okay.
widget. Nah, you did. Oh well.
He's not blaming me for this.
Because I don't want to lean on this
I
table
would
and
never
destroy
blame
everything.
Tony for anything.
So we're going to get him right up in there. And he's going to stab. I should be within 2.
You are.
With my move 6. All right.
Don't stab my flaming dwarf man.
Counterpoint: Oz made the game. He should just know the stupid rules.
You should know the
they're
stupid
not
rules.
Stupid.
So what,
They're not
what's-
stupid. They're actually great rules.
They're-
But I felt the
I-
need to insult you because I was triggered.
Yes. So they are. I believe they're called hurry, crush, strike true, and take aim. And I know what benefits they do, but I was going to give them to John as a reference so he could read over them and be familiar himself.
What is the defense on your firebomb wielding?
Oh
dude?
no, it's 11.
It's 11. So
He's-
I need a 5.
He's carrying a furnace on his back.
I like my chances to get a 5.
When he trundles,
That's
it's
totally enough
really
for a
slow.
5.
He's got arm 16 though,
Arm 16. So I am dice -3 as well.
so you
But-
roll the same thing I rolled, unless you
So
want to throw
rolling the
cards in
same
this.
thing. I do want to throw cards in this because I want that guy gone. So I'm going to throw a boost out there
Okay.
into the discard pile. Get that extra die.
and then roll all ones.
Right.
If Hungerford can roll 4 ones in a row, so can you. That's
That is not all
ones.
ones. That is 4
Okay.
damage.
That guy has no hit points, so
Hooray.
he is just incapacitated,
Mm-hmm.
possibly. But he's not. He's injured. He rolled just well enough to
Mm.
not die. But you can take your second attack
I'm going
and
to.
just stab him and kill him, or you can hope that he bleeds out when I make my casualty roll. at the
I
beginning of
would
his
rather
activation,
stab and kill him.
And you can stab somebody else.
I would rather stab.
So
and kill
that
him.
automatically happens.
'Kay.
You automatically hit him because he's knocked down.
Cool beans.
And you automatically do any damage or a damage roll, and he is just
I will
gone.
take any damage. We'll take rolling out of the equation.
He is automatically boxed. So
dig it.
sad fire dwarf. You are no longer with us. But that's okay. You fell for my clever ploy. I didn't have a clever ploy, but I can say that out loud because it'll make you confused. Psychological victory is the most important victory. right?
You can't pull psyops on someone in marketing, dude.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It
I forgot.
doesn't work.
So, cannot shoot that guy.
Hooray!
And I can't get the combined range bonus because nobody else is in range of that guy. But I could just unload on your Warjack.
You could unload on the Warjack.
But why shoot the Warjack when that captain is still standing back there?
That's
Why isn't he hiding in the woods? Wouldn't that have made better tactical sense?
probably. But he's also very flashy.
Hey, Oz.
He wants
Yes?
to be out there.
Jeff on the chat is kind of curious about how you came up with the requisition cost
So
to models. Like, is it based on points, on just point cost, or
it is
there
based.
more to it?
It is based on a large, bubbling cauldron of a calculation that is in no way mathematical, and it is entirely based on the concept that when you take out Warcasters, then the balance of the game changes. So a model that would not need any help from Warcaster, like your Kazi Eliminators, who have a high mat, have stealth, who are really fast, 2 melee weapons.
Almost
all
as
that
if by
stuff.
magic.
Oh, magical.
Or Tony
There it
crawling
is.
under everything in order to bring it to us.
On one of the first couple of pages are the Jack Marshall benefits.
Oh, look at that. Warjacks. Right there, on
you
page
go.
2.
So something like Kazi Eliminators, they do their job by themselves. They don't need help. But a lot of other models in a full Game of War machine are built to require the support of Warcasters. Or they're built like the Spell Martyr to help a Warcaster out. So those models in this format don't quite work as well as models that are super independent. So the hand size adjustment is there to tweak and balance and try to get all those guys on even footing.
Okay.
Now my hand size of 8 cards in this game, base size 6, plus 1 for the Fire Dwarves, and plus 1 for a minimum size unit of Hammerfall
Right.
High Shields, might be a little too good, but we're not going to put that requisition cost chart online until October 25th, next Wednesday, the fall after this coming Wednesday.
Right.
People are always confused by that language. And we are taking all the time until the launch to test everything and make sure all the numbers are right.
And it's going to be a living document.
And it's a living
So it will
document, so
change.
every couple of months we'll reevaluate, and we'll always be adding new models to it. So when the Northkin stuff comes out, those will all get added to it. It will get updated. So it might get updated every couple of months or sometimes once a month, depending on releases.
Right.
Does that answer all your questions? That was a long-winded answer, but
Yeah,
hopefully.
which Will Pagani just shorten to, there will be a list of requisition values.
Well, he didn't ask, would there be a list? So this guy is going to peek around this large circle stone and try to shoot your captain because he's convinced he can shoot better than some mage can throw a fireball.
He might could.
He's only Rat 5 because he relies on his friends and their combined range attack to make things better. I am going to... So I took Master Strategist as my commander upgrade card. You can always play one battle plan, the top half of a card, during
Right.
every round when you have priority. But this card lets me once a game play 2 in the same round.
Oh, snappy cakes.
So,
So
my,
this guy's your try-hard.
my commander is going to yell out, load trauma rounds,
Uh-oh.
and his command range is really, really, really big because he has a standard and plus 1. So it's 11, and that guy is inside of 11. So when a friendly model in my commander's command range disables an enemy model with a ranged attack, the target suffers -1 to his casualty roll. So my bullets make you hurt a little bit more when I shoot you.
They bleedy bullets.
Yes, and I'm going to boost this attack roll
As well you should.
because I don't want this to go terribly bad. I need an 8 because you're a 13 and a 5.
I'm a 12. Sorry.
Oh, I thought he was a 13 earlier. You've been lying to me?
I was. I was
Okay,
reading
cool.
it wrong.
I got you. That's
That'll do.
enough.
Yes.
And this carbine is POW 10, and you said your arm is 16?
16 unless
So
he's
I'm-
engaged.
So I'm 6 off? Mm-hmm. Let's play an additional die on that. And just like War Machine and Hordes, additional dice are unlimited. You can add as many additional dice as you want. And I have a couple more in my hand. And the card I put down right there was an additional die.
Okay.
But boosts are limited to 1 per roll.
Yep.
So we're 6 off. We can do some damage to this guy this time, right?
In theory.
That is
Yeah, a little bit. That'll be
a
7.
better.
That'll
so
be
that's
7.
7.
So he's got
so
3
he's
hit
not
points
dead.
left.
I could then re-roll that, but 2 4s and a 5 is a pretty good roll.
7's pretty good.
So I'm not going to do anything. And then this battle plan stays active until the end of the round, or if you kill this guy, it will go away when he dies.
Okay. So that was
That was
this
that
smacky over here.
little
All right. Well,
Hammerfall high shield gun core man over there.
I feel that the Stormblade captain needs to. He's egotistical.
Does he have relentless charge?
I mean, look how shiny he is. He does not have relentless
Okay,
charge.
then he can't necessarily charge me across that rough terrain.
No.
Because we are playing that entire tree as a forest.
Okay. That's
It
what
is-
we're doing.
it is all
So he can't charge, but he
difficult.
can wander his happy butt around and shoot you,
He can.
which sounds delightful to me. So he's going to do just that. Take him up a couple inches, bring him over here behind this stuff. Back a little bit. There we go. And his rat is a whopping
I'm
6.
reading the chat
Actually,
right
that's
now, so
pretty good.
Don't mind me staring mindlessly at the screen.
All right, so rat 6. What is your defense, sir?
My defense on that guy
Yeah.
is also an 11.
An 11.
Yeah.
So I need
They're dwarves. They're not really
I need
nimble.
5s. I can do 5s. 5's an average roll. 5's an average roll. I'll get a 6. That'll do.
Okay.
All right.
So,
So
arm
Nexus
15.
Blast is POW 14, so currently dice off 1.
So he can't survive that because he has no hit points.
You don't
Because
want the
he's
double ones?
just a regular. I mean, you could dice off 1, double
Yeah,
ones.
it just makes me feel good.
mathematically.
Yeah.
I know. So casualty roll for that guy. And
overkill.
anybody who hasn't watched the stream yet or gotten any teasers and all that stuff off of Facebook, a casualty roll is a 1 or 2. He's dead. So that's a 1.
Unless you got to reroll and want to spend it on that guy.
A 3 or 4, he is injured, which is what that guy rolled earlier. And a 5 or 6, he's only knocked down. I'm going to play beatdown, which makes guys better at melee, and my guys are not really interested in melee in this game. And I rolled a 4. So
Okay.
he is injured.
So now because it was a ranged attack, his quick work obviously does nothing.
If you injure somebody and you have an ability that is triggered by destroying models
Right.
that grants you movement or additional attacks, it works.
Oh.
So quick work, I believe, says if you get a guy, you get to like move 2 inches or something.
But with a melee attack.
Oh, it's a
specifically.
melee attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So he's not going to get that this time. So that is your turn, sir.
So Jimmy's asking about command attachments and their mini feats. A lot of that stuff works almost exactly as written. I changed as few things as possible.
Right.
So like the recursion thing we were talking about earlier. But if a guy has a thing that says he can use it once his activation and every model in his unit gains a thing, all that means is guys in his command range gain that
Right.
thing if they're in his unit. So the command attachment for the Hammerfalls cannot give any benefits with a mini feat to the Arcanist Corps, but he will give it to everybody within 11 inches of him that's a Hammerfall high shield.
So for example, if he's attached to any Storm Knights, he would give them the Tactician benefit, whereas
Yes.
they already have it baked
Yeah.
in, so they don't care.
So I'm going to activate. You've got nobody else over here. That
Nope.
guy's engaged.
Yep.
I'm going to activate Himric. He's going to move forward, and he's going to be a medic.
Medic!
Because if you are touching a friend who makes a casualty roll at the beginning of their activation because they were injured, they get a +1. And it's
Okay.
just a flat +1. It's not cumulative.
Okay.
And that is him.
Okay, so he's just moving up there.
He just moved up there. He's only got a tiny knife. He didn't bring any guns to this. So he's not going to shoot you or anything.
Fair.
And he's going for that thing over there. He's just slowing down here a little bit to help his buddy up.
Right. Whereas these guys, I don't want them to get too outflanked. So this.
But remember, if I shoot at you and you go
I'm at
down,
-1.
you die on a 1, 2, 3, and you're only knocked down on a 6.
Right.
So be careful.
Right.
Walk into my gun range.
I'm actually going to send this guy over here with a run so that he is assisting over in
So
this general
Rikers,
direction.
20 and 25 points was, we wanted to keep the game small, but we wanted to give you options for building armies. There's a lot of armies that build themselves at 20 points. It's a unit, it's a solo, it's maybe 2 solos and a small unit. It's like 5 solos, whatever.
Yeah.
But we realized
a lot of max units at 16, a lot of solos
Yeah.
at 4. Yeah.
But we realized there was lots of tiny armies that you would get to 19 or you would get to 21. So we gave you 2 options so that you had more things to build. And if you want to try 35-point games of Company of Iron, go crazy. It's just probably too big for a small game. But we're going to put all kinds of scenarios in No Quarter, Prime, and other things. And there may be other scenarios that do
Sure.
weirder things to bend the rules. I don't want to just shoot that guy. He hasn't activated yet. I mean, he has already activated, so I don't need to shoot him. This guy's going to move forward, and he's going to take a shot at that guy.
you are within 10.
I am also within 8, which I haven't mentioned yet. Guns are super powerful in War Machine and Hordes. They're really lethal. Most gunshots kill most single infantry, just without dice. Like, you just killed my guy without really caring about dice rolls. So, to compensate for that, there's long range, which is any shot over 8 inches, magic or range attack, is -2.
Gotcha.
This guy is within 8, so he's not suffering any minuses.
Okay.
Those
so
guys are
defense
12s.
Yep.
So I need a 7. I'm going to see if I roll a 7.
You can hit a 7.
I can,
Look at that.
I can
you
roll a
you
7.
can literally hit a 7.
And your armor is 16, or is it 15?
They are 15s.
Okay, so I am 5 off of this damage roll. I'm not going to play anything.
No?
I'm going to roll a 3 again.
Okay.
But I've got this no, that reroll card. That reroll card speeds up my army, and I'm going to keep that because my dwarves are slow. So I'm just going to let that stand, bouncing off your shoulder pad.
Cool. I dig it. So my guys are speed 5, I believe, so I don't think you're in range to charge. Nope, not quite.
Schick gave another answer to the same answer as me, kind of, but he used the words fast and furious, which is always better.
Too fast, too furious, dog.
Never again. Never again. Actually, they are range 2 on their halberds, so he totally can charge that dude that just shot at him because you magically said he was within 8. So we're going to just block.
Oh no! Def 11.
Def
I
11.
don't think you can handle it.
Def 11. I think I'm mat 6. I'm at 7.
More than likely 7. Yeah,
That'll do.
you got me. Okay.
All right. So
and then
we
your POW
are
is
12.
is
Yeah. 12
is 12
plus-
in the melee.
Yep.
So if you roll 3 1s again,
And he gets this little
you
charge
won't
dice.
kill me.
3 1s?
3 1s. That's all you got to do. That's not 3 1s.
That's not 3 1s.
You're not doing a very good job at rolling badly.
Sorry.
Okay, so casualty roll for this guy.
We can't all be the
That's a
saltiest
3.
of Hungerfords.
He is also injured.
Okay. I like it. And we'll get a little token on him to let you know that he's activated and done.
I think that he should throw a 3-inch AoE back at that line of dudes.
Probably.
He's going to stomp forward with his incredibly heavy backpack full of burning coals or whatever he's got in there. And he's within 8, so he's going to throw a shot at that guy. Magic ability 7,
Okay.
like earlier. Def 12.
Yep.
So I need a 5 this time.
That seems reasonable.
We can roll a 5.
That seems reasonable.
I mean, I can't roll a 5.
3's
very
a
often.
magic number, but
There we go. That's good enough.
that'll do.
PAL 13, arm 15, right?
Yep.
Okay, so Snake Eyes does not kill that guy.
Correct.
And that means I will probably roll Snake Eyes.
That is
Nope.
not Snake Eyes.
That is the opposite. And I didn't crit like that guy on fire.
Okay. So casualty roll for, and it's this guy right
It's
back
the guy
here.
in the middle because
In the
I'm
middle.
throwing a
Oh,
3-inch
the
AoE.
leader guy. All right. Well, he is
only knocked down.
So we'll put that.
You got a knockdown token over there?
Mirror.
Okay. And then the 3-inch AoE hits his 2 buddies.
His 2 buddies.
And it's a PAL 13, so
Okay.
it drops to a 7.
Okay.
That means I need a 9 to knock those guys down.
8. Their armor 15.
Yeah, but 8 equals armor. Doesn't beat it.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah.
We're gonna shock tactics. Additional die, not use the ability. So that guy over there. So this is one more die. See if I can get. That is
That is well more than. So
That's pretty
we
good.
need to make a casualty roll. Is this the left or the right guy?
this guy over here, and he
He
is
is
dead unless you want to play a
dead.
card
Do
to
I wanna
reroll
play
that
a card?
or recover.
I'm going to re-roll that one with outmaneuver because I don't need anyone having backstab.
Okay, so
Now
he's
he's just
injured
injured.
now.
Am
And
I
then the
injured?
other guy on the other side, I am not going to play any cards. I'm just going to roll
Okay,
it.
so you just need 9 or better.
Not
Not quite.
enough. Equals his armor.
All right.
And that
Good to go.
was that Fire Dwarf.
Sweet. All right, so neither of these guys have activated yet, but I'll save them because they are not currently fresh. Can he get up there? I think their speed is 5. Their
Lizzie,
speed
thanks for
is-
ending your day with us on the stream.
So he is not going to be
Lizzie's
able
in
to
the
get
UK
range.
and just got home from work.
So
You didn't miss much.
he is just
You
going
missed
to advance up
you missed
here
John
and not be quite in
killing one of my
range.
fire dwarves.
You missed cantering dwarves.
Cantering dwarves.
They bumble. Dwarves bumble.
Bumble?
That's how they
Bumbling
hurry.
dwarves?
They bumble.
Your turn, sir.
Wow.
There's a lot of this.
This gets worse.
There's a lot of this.
That's more like a
Wow.
waddle.
wearing
That
a
was
lot
kind
Sounds
of
like a penguin
That
waddle.
was a waddle.
I'm
That
going to
was
need
a
you to
waddle.
paint them like penguins now.
Sorry, I'm not repainting.
Black
them
and white
all.
tuxedo shoots for the win.
Let me see. So the injured guy will still activate, but he might die.
Good. Which injured guy?
Your injured guy.
Yes. Yeah. He
My
hasn't
injured
gone
guy
yet.
already activated,
Right.
so he's not doing anything. And this injured guy already activated.
Right.
So this guy's going to come up and try and shoot this guy over here before he does anything.
Yeah. Because now you've got him in charge range, and we saw how that went.
So 5 versus 12. Need a 7.
Delightful.
Nope. Not a 7.
Got a reroll?
I have a reroll, but like I said earlier, I want to keep that because it speeds up my guys, and my guys are slow.
Okay.
So that's it. That guy, he shot. He can get charged now if he wants.
All right.
If
So-
you want. You don't have to charge him.
No, but I think at this point it is probably wise to go ahead and play this one, which is Danger Close. For the rest of the round, friendly models to begin their activations in my commander's command range, which is 11, so I'm going to have to end up moving him over there, so I should probably actually save that for next turn.
You should probably say that.
Yep. All right. That made that make more sense.
Now, if you have something that's like a bubble of extra casualty rolls or whatever, that guy's probably going to get shot a couple more times.
Probably. So I'm actually going to hold on to those, and this guy's
Okay.
just going to charge that dude.
Cool.
Because
He's gonna fumble his roll real bad and not hurt me, right? Yeah.
probably not. All right. So what do I need?
Def 11. You need a 4.
Whew.
That's perfectly fine.
Yeah, that's a 4.
And
then some.
you can roll the damage roll if you want with 3 dice because that's how charges
Yeah, it was
work.
going to be nice, but
And I can't.
that's
really.
a lot.
This was power 12, right? So
Yeah.
you just
Yep.
needed to roll 3 ones again for that guy to survive unharmed. He died.
Bok bok.
Oh no, he's not important enough.
You,
so
you don't want to hold that model advantage?
No, I'll keep the model advantage even if that guy dies. What I'm waffling on right now is recover cards.
Pancakes, not waffles.
No, I'm waffle. Sorry, Dallas is pancakes.
So
I
you're,
gotta
you're, you're
have-
on, you're on Team Ed.
I gotta have my own distinct variety of breakfast food. And Ed's a waffle guy?
Yeah.
I don't know then.
So Kern asked a pretty good question. Is it possible to end up with a negative hand size due to the
There-
requisition values?
There is no way to end up with a negative hand size because you can't have less than 0 cards.
Right.
I mean, if you have 0 cards, you have 0 cards, and you can't. There's no penalty.
There's
for
no
having
minimum 1 or
even
anything
fewer
like
than
that?
No.
Got it.
This guy's gonna aim and shoot at that guy.
No.
So that brings me up to a 7, which means I need a 5,
Yep.
which I rolled a 3. That reroll card, that one reroll card is in my hand, and I'm gonna keep it still.
Okay.
That was that guy's exciting activation. Good job, bald guy.
All right. So all I have left are my 2 dudes that that need to make some rolls. So we're going to start with the injured guy and see if he can.
they're pointing out your rules mistakes.
My rules mistakes.
Thank
Which-
you.
Which
Thank
one?
you, Joe. Do Silverline Stormglades have Electro Leaps?
No.
They don't? Okay.
Nope.
Just making sure.
Nope.
Are you sure? Are
They
you
have
positive?
electroconductor, practice maneuvers, polarity wall, but I do not have anything other than electroconduction.
So these are Silverline Stormguard, not
Not
regular Stormguard. So
Correct.
that's why
All
I
right.
don't have that.
So
I was hoping that you got him, Joe.
yeah, no, it would have been
Because
pretty
pointing
good.
out
But
people
if,
not knowing how their army works.
no,
is,
if I had Zappy
awesome.
stuff, I'd be using Zappy stuff, especially with like various cumulative +1s that I could end up getting.
I don't
because
think
of that
Dallas
die.
made any tough rolls without being told he had tough that one game he played. But it's okay.
All right. Well, let's see if he's going to live because
He
he's going to remain injured.
remains
apparently.
injured. So that's his activation.
That is his activation. He's done. Exciting. Shazam.
The commander over here is going to aim at that guy and get a +1 for his friend being close enough to see you and shoot you.
Oh, and this is not giving me any bonuses here.
It's going to give you cover.
Okay.
It's a solid wall, and
14.
you're close. So you're 14, and my commander's rat is 6, so it goes up to 7, and he aims, so it goes to 9. So I need a 5
That's not so
to hit
bad.
you. Well, the way I've been rolling, there we
No,
go.
that'll do.
6 and a 2. That's cool.
8 is more than 5.
So 10 plus 1, so 11.
Okay.
Your armor's 15.
Correct.
So I just need to roll a
Not once.
5,
Well, yeah.
which I've been rolling at least
5s and 3s.
kind of around 5. Yeah.
Well, that last one was an 8.
Let's
you can
not
do that
play.
again.
Let's not play any.
You can do that. Look at that.
A 6.
So he gets to make a roll.
Yep, casualty roll for that guy.
All right, where's my red die? The red die is the...
Red die is the casualty roll die. It rolls
So
injured.
he is
fairly
injured.
often.
He's in a pretty dangerous spot.
You gonna play a card? You gonna reroll?
reroll?
No problem, Joe. I appreciate that you tried to play.
I am going to
someone's
play
mistake.
a reroll because that
Don't
seems.
don't discard on top of your commander card.
No, that's probably a good idea. That'll do.
6. Knockdown.
So now he's just knocked down instead. which I am infinitely better with.
Cool. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 unactivated guys.
I've got one
And you have
unactivated
one
guy.
unactivated guy.
Correct, and I am going to pass to you.
You can't pass. You just activated that guy.
You just shot him.
Oh, I shot him.
I am passing
I'm
you.
confused. I'm looking at the chat too much.
Lead developer.
That guy's knocked down. So knockdown in this game does not drop your defense. It gives you cover.
Right.
So that guy already had cover, so his situation didn't really change.
Right. Can't really double up on it.
Nope. I could take another shot at him.
Sure could.
I could also
Deal with some of those
throw
dudes up
another-
in your grill.
throw another fireball at your commander over there,
Good.
which I love fireballs. That's the reason to bring dwarves that throw fireballs. So he's going to move over here.
Mm-hmm.
He's not within 8, but he is within 10.
'Kay.
He's at like 8.5.
So you got a -2.
I have a -2, but I'm going to play a additional die.
There you go.
So I am not a 5. I'm still a 7.
Defense
I
12,
am
so
a 5, but I'm got an extra die. Defense 12 and he is 7.
Mm-hmm.
I just really want to kill this
Say
guy.
it, Oz.
You really
Say
do.
it. Say it before you roll the dice. You're gonna miss. Say
Wait,
it.
are we saying tiger?
No, not Tiger Claw. What's wrong with you?
Hyper uppercut? Is it?
Hadouken!
You guys said it for me. Good job. Oh,
that is exactly
it's
7.
exactly what I needed to roll. And
All right.
of course, there are 2 1s in it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I didn't play a lot of fighting games as a child. Sorry. I played more RTSs and whatnot.
All right, so
Because I like
his
miniatures games.
armor
Yes.
is still 16.
Pal 13. 3 off. One of these times I will not roll 3. I'll probably roll 2.
Okay, he's only got 3 hit points left.
It's a 5.
It's a 5.
It's 2 more damage.
2 more points of damage, so
not
he's got
dead.
1 hit
He's
point
got 1
left.
hit point left. Okay. I'll finish him off. Don't worry. Are you going to pass again? You just got 1 knockdown guy.
Yeah, he's just 1 knockdown guy.
If you had a shake card in your hand, you could make him stand
I
up.
do not have a shake card, unfortunately. It makes me sad.
So now that guy's got 1 hit point left,
So I'll be passing until he has to do something.
let's move this guy within 8 of your commander. So I'm within 8 now. He's giving me a +1, so I'm at 6.
Okay, so you need 6.
I need a 6,
Yup.
which I don't have any cards anymore to give me any more dice. Used all those up.
Don't roll a 3. That's a 5.
That's a 5. 5s and 3s. 5s and 3s. Okay.
See, he gets away with it by being really shiny. That's why he couldn't hide in the forest. It's kind of that distracting armor. Gives him a defense bonus.
So I've got this guy and this guy.
Yep,
You're passing again?
I am passing.
Okay. The standard bearer is going to walk up here and shield wall. So for anybody who doesn't know how that works, orders in the game are available to all the miniatures in the unit that have access to that order. And they do it individually. So he said shield wall. He's touching his friends. He gets the bonus. They don't get it unless they also shield wall too.
Okay,
And then I have 1 guy left. You have 1 guy left, so you can't pass now.
correct. So he's going to go ahead and make his roll to see if he can get up.
Nope.
Oh, wait, no,
he's
he can
only
just
knocked
get
down.
up. He can
so
just
he can
get up.
shake or sacrifice move interaction to stand up.
He will sacrifice his...
Wing Commander. Wing Commander. You're talking about that video game, not that movie, right? Not that I would talk ill about any form of entertainment where there was a record of me talking ill about it.
I just did.
Well, that's you. You can do what you want.
He decided that he was going to just stand up.
And he's not going to move?
Oh,
He can walk.
he can walk, and he's technically not in any real danger if he goes behind that.
Nate,
so.
I want to believe that you're talking about the movie right now, the big naked puppet cats. That was your jam. But whatever. You know, you do you. Freddie Prinze Jr. was in that movie. And Matthew Lillard and a female actress whose name has escaped me. Okay. My last model is this guy.
Your special little guy.
He's kind of engaged by that warjack.
Just a little
He
bit.
doesn't know what to do. His friends have abandoned him.
Yeah.
Saffron Burrows, by the way.
Thank you.
Saffron
Thank you with the
Burrows.
IMDb.
You could attempt to back up, and I could stab you.
No, I'm gonna press up here, and I'm gonna
Oh.
hit you with my axe. He's gonna He's going to pull his axe off the
All right.
It's back here.
Well, he still has his shield, so.
Oh yeah, it's not going to do anything. It's not going to do anything at all. But it's going to be totally one of those heroic moments,
Yeah.
you know. So I'm at 5. Nobody else is engaging you, so combined
Defense
melee attack
13, yep.
doesn't do anything. So I just need an 8 to hit you.
That's all.
Ineffectually. That's not even an 8, so it doesn't matter.
One away. Yep.
And then I'm done.
All right. Hooray.
So we are at the end of
So now we get to
round
discard.
2, moving into round 3. I'm not going to discard these cards. Load trauma rounds goes away because cards go away at the end of the round. In the future, when Warcaster and Warlock attachments are in the game, that probably will be modified in some way.
I'm going to hold on to all those.
And that is in a future No Quarter Prime beyond November. We haven't decided exactly where they're going to be, but
okay.
Dismounted Dragoons are the first.
I am discarding nothing.
You are discarding nothing. Okay, so we roll priority.
Okay.
I'm going to roll the red one because
Do it.
It rolls badly for me all the time. It's a 1.
That is not a 1.
That's a 6.
That is the exact opposite of a 1.
So you get to fill your hand up first.
Okay. So I get to go up to 7. I've got 4 currently. 5. Ooh, nice. 6. And 7. Well, that one's kind of useless.
So I have 3 cards, and my hand size is 8 right now.
That is also kind of useless. Luckily, each card has 2 effects. If I don't really care for the tactical ability there's the bottom part.
You will notice as you play that some battle plans might favor a gun-heavy army or an army that needs extra speed. But the reason why the assets, the boosts and the rerolls and the shakes and stuff are there, so that every card has some sort of value.
Right.
And then you get to go first. Is your captain going to walk over and stab my distraction over there?
He's seriously considering it because he is right there. So, yeah, I think we're going to start with that.
Okay. So you don't have to measure it. You just have to move barely.
Just making sure that I stay right about there so
Okay.
he can shoot him without
So
being engaged.
You automatically hit me.
Yep.
You automatically killed me.
Yep.
That guy who was injured
And
is
then I
now
can quick
dead.
work and shoot him.
And you can quick work.
So I
He's
believe I'm-
def 13 because he's the most nimblest of dwarves.
he is ridiculously nimble. That is actually
Well, compared to these
pretty
guys
good.
wearing heavy armor.
So I've got a 6. So you said 13, so
13.
I need
You
7.
need a 7.
I'm
Sevens
gonna
are average. They're easy to roll.
I'm gonna
right?
boost that because
Every die roll's always a 7, isn't it?
I'm gonna boost that
What's happening in the chat?
because the option was lookout, which is getting rid of stealth, and you don't have any stealth. So we'll go ahead and use that boost, and we will hit.
Okay, you hit me.
Excellent. So the power on that is, I'm looking at
It's probably a lot. My armor's only 13.
All right, there we go.
It's a
Power
12.
is 14.
14. So
Yes.
I have 5 hit points.
Okay. So I just need.
So you're +1. That would be a 4.
All right.
That's
That'll
4.
be exactly 4.
Good job.
Yeah. Super good at this.
Knockdown.
Hooray! And that will.
So somebody
our guys
somebody
there.
asked about theme forces. Mm-hmm. It was Ken. So the answer's in the chat, but for people that are going to watch this on YouTube and not see this chat, theme forces are not playable in Company of Iron.
Right.
Because they give you free points and they require like 20 or 25 points of things, and a lot of times you can't even do that.
Right.
But we are thinking about things to let you play more thematically, and so something like a theme force is probably coming in the future.
Okay. All right. Well, he's
Things
complete,
like
so-
things like the malcontents and the Italian Charter and those kind of things will more than likely be in the game in some sort of capacity. Just watch for No Quarter and other places like that. And that's where we're going to put a lot of that stuff, or at least talk about some of it.
Yeah. Well, because I mean, some of it's just going to be done like if we put out new commander cards.
Yes, new commander cards can break the rules,
Right.
like Master of Coin lets you put mercs in your normal faction army.
Right.
But there's also some models that, like I've been explaining on Facebooks and stuff. There's some models that were caught in the umbrella exclusions, like large bases and
Right.
immobile models and stuff like that. So we've got some models that are taken out, like the Witchwood and the new Northkin Bears and those kind of stuff. So I'm going to put in some sort of rules to let you break the rules of not taking large bases and not taking things that can't move,
Especially for scenarios.
especially for scenarios.
Yep.
And more than likely, something like a theme force is how that's going to work. What do I want to do first? This
You
guy,
should probably get close to these at some
I'm
point.
working on it, but I'm slow. So we're going to start by playing on the double.
Okay.
For the rest
Which
of the
makes you
round,
less slow.
friendly models that begin their activations in my commander's command range, which is 11. which covers a lot of the board.
Sure does.
Gain plus 2 inches of movement during their normal movement. So not if they reposition and that kind of stuff, but
Right.
if
And
they
your commander
normally
is
move.
this guy or this
And my
guy?
commander is the
That
guy with the
flame
crazy
red hair.
hair and the
Yeah.
cigar.
Okay.
It's not lit because that would be a bad influence. We just chew on cigars. We don't smoke them.
Yeah, because that's not equally awful for you.
This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play this shake. I'm gonna shake my burglar.
So you played on the double and the shake.
Yes, because assets are not limited. You
Right.
can play any number of assets, and you can play one battle plan.
Assets being the bottom part of the
Assets
card.
are at the bottom, and the icon at the top. So, Second Story Man's gonna just book it back there
Apparently.
and try and score me at least a point.
Okay.
And he had plus 2 movement because he was within. Was he within 11?
Yeah, I'm going to say that yes.
He was within
was.
11, so
Alright.
he got 2. He got 2 more inches. Wait, plus 2 inches of movement or speed? Movement. That means when
Wah,
he
wah.
runs, it's also he's going to base to base with that, and that ability we talked about earlier in the game, because he's a specially designed model for my army to.
Read cheating
Not-
model.
Yeah,
To
also
not
known
cheat.
as shenanigans.
He's the test of a concept. So one
On
of the-
how Oz can win games.
Yes. So one of the abilities we gave him is basically the same ability as one of the commander cards, that once a game he can do a mission action even if he runs or whatever.
Right. So once a game, when your opponent is doing too well, you can push the envelope.
No, I talked about that at the beginning. So I'm going to score a point. I got a point. I just need 3 to win. And
But you can't score on the same one. You actually have to go to the other ones.
no, I can keep scoring on the same one.
So Oz, David has a question because
Yes.
of the Theme Force thing. If Cephalix can mix regular mercs
So
with them.
selective and all the Cephalix rules that say that they can't be played, except in a theme force, those rules now say that the army has to all be Cephalix. So that means a Dominator can make a unit Cephalix, so they can still take regular Merc units, but they still have to all be Cephalix keyworded, which is the Dominator's ability.
Sure.
Because we're keeping things thematic like that. So Cephalix don't really run around with a big mixed crew of other mercenaries. Oh, and I forgot, I
So
forgot to mark
it's
him.
my turn. So this happy guy right here that is knocked
Do you have a
down.
shake? You have a shake in your
I'm
hand?
really hoping I do, because if I do, he can get a. He does not. Bark,
Nope.
bark. I thought I
Now,
had a shake.
now
That's
I'm
a different
I'm
thing.
gonna be a nice guy. I'm not just gonna beat you by having the burglar back there every
Mm-hmm.
round poking at that thing. But I can also only do one mission action with each model,
Right.
each round.
Right.
So that guy might score me a second
So
point.
he's just going to sacrifice his action to
Yes.
stand up, and his happy butt is going to run back.
He can't
this
run
way.
if he sacrifices his action.
That's
He can walk.
true. He can only move his 5, which is going to be right
No problem,
about-
David.
Yeah, keeping me honest. There we go. All right, he's over there now.
Okay.
Blurp.
You could have passed.
I could have, but I wanted to get him over there.
This guy's gonna activate. He's gonna charge that guy. He can easily get the plus 3 inches,
Yeah.
or the 3 inches of movement to charge. And he's gonna base to base his friend, so he can give him a bonus on his casualty roll.
Oh, there you go.
He doesn't get a benefit from an injured model, even if that guy was engaging you. The combined melee benefit wouldn't go off.
Gotcha.
I'm a 5, and you're a 12. Do you have set defense? You weren't base to base with a friend, so
no,
I could charge you.
It doesn't matter anyway. Yeah, no set defense. Just polarity wall, but that's base to base.
Okay. I'm going to play this boost card, and I'm going to totally hit you with a decent die roll. I just need a 7? That's possible on 3 dice.
Could happen. That will do it.
If those were the 2 dice, or those were the 2 dice, it's been failure. So it's a good thing I did that. And then these guys, I think, are only pound 9 with their melee weapons.
Delightful. I like it.
Yeah, their axes are pound 9.
Okay, so
But
dice off 6.
he's charging.
'Kay.
So all you got to do is roll a 7 again.
That's all you got to do. That'll
That's
do.
an 8.
All
Cool.
right. So I will make a
casualty roll.
casualty roll.
He's
That
dead.
would be
Unless
dead.
you want to do something about that.
I do want to do something about that. I
reroll
am
it.
going to actually play recover.
Oh,
So that was
now
a 6.
recover cards, there's a 40 card deck, there's 5 recover cards. So your odds of getting them are not that high. And that means maybe John does not have a recover card now to
Maybe.
save his commander when I kill him later.
Could be. All right. So He is now just knocked down.
Oh,
He is,
that guy activated.
yes. He is going to sacrifice his movement
To stand up? Is he going to whack my bleeding guy?
He's going to whack your bleeding guy.
Man. My bleeding guy's dead. That's
easy.
okay.
And now he's done. Because he does not have quick work. I don't believe. He does have quick work, but he doesn't have anything to shoot anyone with, so he's not the leader unit.
Okay. I'm going to take advantage of a tactical Arcanist Core ability,
Do it.
if my memory serves. Yeah, they have Battle Wizard. So this guy's going to try and beat that guy up and then throw a fireball at his buddy. So he charges over here.
Mm-hmm.
He's Mat 6.
Okay.
So I need a 6.
Yep.
Can I do this? Do I have faith in my dice? Not really. I'm going to boost this too.
All right. Boost him for 6.
There we go. This does not have any kind of crit on the melee weapon. But when it boxes an enemy, enemy models within 1 inch suffer fire continuous effect, but that's more than an inch.
Just a little.
And this is PAL 13 on a charge.
Okay.
So,
Dice off 2.
Dice in the tray.
Which is plenty.
whatever.
All right. So he gets to make a casualty roll. Live!
Oh,
He
he's
will
only
live.
knocked down. So, like I said earlier, if you injure someone, it triggers movement and attacks, but knockdown does not. So that means my Battle Wizard does not go off, and I don't get to throw a fireball at you.
Womp womp.
Like this? Is that
So,
you throw the fireball?
so guess what he's going to do?
I don't know words.
So
I mean, I'm not
he's
really
going to stand up.
multilingual, but I think this is the gesture.
Well,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I
All right.
I don't speak fighting game.
all
Sorry.
right. What is the defense on this? Happy
Defense
Bear?
is 11, like
11.
everything else around there.
Hooray! So I need a 4 or better.
Don't
That is-
hurt me.
That is a 4 or better.
That's pretty good.
All right. What's his armor?
His armor's 16.
Armor 16. So dice off 4. I would like to ensure.
He only has 1 hit point. He doesn't have multiple boxes, so
Oh, okay.
you can
So,
roll.
yeah,
you can roll a
that's-
5, or you could roll a bad.
Or I
for
could roll a
once this
7.
entire game.
Yeah.
Okay, casualty roll for that guy. Mm-hmm. He's dead.
Okay.
How important is he?
I don't know.
He's at least reroll important.
He is reroll important. Just don't roll a 1. There you go. Injured
He's
injured is better than dead.
Yes, injured is slightly better than dead.
And it is your turn, sir.
It is my turn. Fire dwarves. What happened to our widget? I could get past that guy.
You can totally get past that guy. If you run along that.
He's gonna.
He's going up on there.
He's gonna climb up there because he's trying to see this guy.
Okay.
He's within 8,
Uh-oh.
so I don't have a minus to my shot. I'm a 7. You're a 12, right?
The leader.
We just keep repeating the same numbers over and over again. I know.
Apparently. And
It's just he said
and he's
13
not
earlier.
engaging
Threw
an
me
enemy
off.
model anymore. Yep, yeah, it's 12.
Okay, so I need a 5. Can I roll? I
That
can
is
roll a 5.
exactly a 5.
I was worried for a second. I saw a 1. I didn't like it. POW 13.
POW 13
This was
versus.
not a critical, so you're on fire.
So you dice off 3.
Dice off 3.
And he's not engaging
he's got
an
1
enemy
hit
model.
point left.
He's got 1 hit
I
point.
keep plinking away at that guy.
Keep doing it.
I'm going to roll a 4 and kill you. I'm not going to roll a 3. I'm not going to do it again. No more 3s.
No more 3s.
Hashtag no more 3s. Oh, there's some 3s. But it's at least...
But it's 2 3s, which
Yeah, it's
makes
2 3s.
6. All right.
So you take your last damage point. You make a casualty roll.
Yep.
You are injured.
I am
Unless you
injured.
want to reroll or play recover.
I'm gonna go ahead and be injured at the moment.
Ooh. Okay.
We're gonna
Now,
gonna go with that.
Warjacks cannot get benefits from injured controllers.
Oh,
So he's laying
Okay.
on the ground, like trying to keep his guts in. Or
but he
whatever.
can still stab that dude.
But he can still stab that guy and hit him with his shield.
Yeah. So
That just might be a waste of time to kill one dwarf who's not doing anything right now.
so
Whatever.
one of the things I lose is I lose the drive reposition. So
Mm-hmm.
I can't move or I can't do the advance after his activation ends. But he doesn't have any effects going on him.
Nope.
So we're gonna just try to
Nobody's
stab
got
him.
nothing. Def 11, arm 15, probably dead.
Probably dead because I am Mat 6. So yeah, that'll do. And then power on that is 13. What'd you say your armor was?
15.
15. So dice minus 2.
Hey guys.
That is not Snake Eyes.
Casualty roll.
Yep.
Dead.
Womp
He's,
womp.
he's just gonna die. I would like to keep him there engaging that Warjack, but he knockdown would let you walk away from it anyway.
Yep. All right.
So activate that guy.
Yep. Bloop.
And then I can't get a guy over there to finish off your commander. The Warjack is less dangerous now. I bumped my guy out of shield wall.
Currently less dangerous, yes.
Currently less dangerous, but I'm also running out of dwarves.
You are running out of dudes.
I keep getting charged by lightning pikes or whatever those are. I'm sure they have a real name, but I'm just going to call them lightning pikes.
Thunder halberds.
Thunder halberd. Same
So
thing.
thesaurus slightly different.
Yeah, it's a synonym. That guy's engaged. That guy's looking that way. Can't see him to charge him. Can walk over there, though.
Could just walk right
And
up
he's
on
getting
him.
+2 speed, so
Yeah.
he can walk farther.
Just walk him.
So he's going to go over here. That's going
Oh.
to trigger combined melee because this guy's engaging you, so that's a +1. And combined melee is basically like gang, but it's a +1 up to a max of 3.
Okay.
So I'm a 6 on your 12, so I need a 6. And I got a 6.
That'll be a 6 exactly.
And then I am a 10 because 9 + 1. And you are a 15.
15. Yep.
And we'll throw this boost in there for 3 dice to be 5 off.
Oh, look at that.
So many ones.
All right. We'll do this happy thing. And he is
He's-
going to be
he's gonna die.
dead unless
He's
I
gonna die a
re-roll
sad,
it.
sad death.
Nope, I'm going to re-roll it. Because I don't want him dead.
Arthur's making comments about being
He is
excited
now
about
not
the
just
game
knocked down.
and it looking like it's easier to play with some people. And that was definitely a design goal.
So he's just knocked down because I re-rolled that for a 5. And
Because
that
not only is
does
it a different
nothing
way for
me.
existing players to play with their War Machine miniatures, it's also a new way for people to jump into the Iron Kingdoms and experience the dice rolls that are in War Machine and all those things, but at a different pace.
Save that.
The one model back and forth gives you a lot more time to react to things.
All right. So first thing that we're going to do is we're going to walk this guy around and just
Oh man! Oh my
mess
guys!
him up.
Oh my guys!
So
Keep dying.
he just walks over and just kind of pops him in the dome.
Maybe that
And
was
he's
all
done.
part of my plan, though, distracting you, getting you to the flanks. Not really, but whatever.
I don't know. It's working super good.
I'm gonna. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna move my commander, who's speed 6 because of this. Over here,
Do.
so well within 8 of that guy.
Well within 8.
He's gonna shoot that guy.
Yep.
I'm a 6 normally. These guys are engaged, so they're not giving me the combined range thing. This
Yep.
guy doesn't have a gun, so he's not giving it to me either. He carries the standard. He doesn't need a gun.
No, he just rallies the troops.
He's fine.
And
So
they
I
could
need a
use some
6.
rallying right now.
That counts
Okay.
because it couldn't.
Because you're the lead developer and I can't argue with you.
Couldn't be anything else. 5 plus anything is 6.
If anything's squirrely, it's in your favor.
Top 10. I'm 15.
Yep.
So I need a 6. There you go.
That'll do it. All
So
right.
make a casualty roll for that guy.
And he
Also
is injured.
Unless you want to play a card.
Nope.
Okay.
He'll
That
take it.
was my commander's activation. Back to you.
So
You've got
I
two
have
injured
2
guys.
injured dudes.
And that's all you
and
have.
you have less dudes.
I have-
so I have to go.
I have this guy, right?
So we're
No,
going
yeah.
to go ahead and see what happens to him.
Okay.
He is still injured.
He remains injured.
Okay. Block.
My standard bearer is going to shield wall again and touch his buddy. And then that's it. That's my last model.
That's your last dude.
So
All
your
right,
last
so we're
model
going to see if
dies. He bleeds to death. Horribly.
He
no.
is
He
miraculously
recovers.
now just knocked down, and he is not
He
activated.
was only
or
dazed
he's-
a little bit.
So now, because he started with that active as his activation, and now he's knocked down,
He can sacrifice movement or action.
he can
to stand
now
up,
sacrifice his action to stand up
but he can't make a melee attack because there's
because
no range.
he can't move anywhere. So he's done. I'm out of tokens.
I've got spares.
I should have had an extra token.
My dudes.
All right, cool.
So that's it,
that
right?
is all my dudes.
Okay, that was all my dudes. So on the double goes away.
Okay.
Discard any cards you want to discard. I'm not going to discard any. of mine.
I do not need +2 range.
You have a lightning gun or 2.
I don't need it as much as I need some of these other things.
Okay.
So,
So priority roll.
yar.
2.
You're 2. I'm a 4.
Okay. So you draw first.
Priority. All right, so I need 4 cards. 1, 2. a 3, and a 4. Well, that sounds delightful.
Yeah. Bonus.
Some bonuses, some good stuff.
Cards that apply to your army.
Yes, very much so. And I have priority, so I need to clean up all these dudes. Merp, 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 merp. Cool. So first thing first. Now, is injured a shakeable effect?
Injured is not a shakeable effect.
Just knockdown, correct?
knockdown and stationary, and then of course blind and shadowbind.
Okay. So, first things first is we're going to go ahead and play Don't You Quit on Me. Friendly models in my commander's command range, which should include him, gain +1 to casualty rolls for the rest of the round.
Yep.
So that seems like a good thing at this point.
Yeah.
So he's going to
You're
start
gonna
off.
You're not going to activate the guy who can walk around and maybe kill my burglar before he scores a point?
I suppose that's probably a good idea.
I mean, it's only one
No,
more point.
no, that makes sense,
That would
though.
just put me 1 point away from winning.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. So yeah, we're just going to walk
I'm
around
being
there.
helpful because
He is being helpful. And he's hiding under
I don't feel like
Brickhouse's
this is
hand.
helpful. I feel like you have a plan because you're smiling too much.
He does have
No,
the
I have
plan
no
because
plan.
then he's going
I
to
just don't.
shoot this
I don't
guy.
really value victory at all. I just want
Yeah.
to play a game that's fun.
Yeah, but if you charge up on
You're fine.
Oh,
he rolled
Snake
snake
Eyes!
eyes.
We are going to re-roll that.
No, you're not. You don't have any rerolls.
I totally have re-rolls. Boom. We don't want that. That sounds awful. That is closer, warmer. better.
That's an 11. I'm a
That
13.
is an 11. That is not going to quite
You
do
got
it.
another reroll? You can't infinitely reroll as long as you have new sources of rerolls.
Yeah, again,
So if you had
I
an
don't
ability
need
to let
get
you
rid of
reroll, that
stealth.
would only let you reroll once from that ability, but all your cards will let you reroll.
That is much better.
Okay,
All
that is
right.
that is exactly
So,
it. No,
and
that's a 14.
then, yeah. That is significantly better. So 12 versus your
13. So,
dice minus 1.
I'm
Oh, look.
I have no hit points anymore because you knocked all my hit points off earlier when you almost killed me. He rolled an injured, but I have a recover in my hand, so he's just going to be knocked down.
So he's just knocked down.
Yep.
Cool.
Now, I don't have to activate him because no one else can threaten him anymore.
Right. And since
I
he's
can-
just knocked down, Quick Rick doesn't do anything to him.
Yeah.
So
And he'll be able to sacrifice one of his mover actions, stand up, do a mission action, get me one more point.
all right. That is him.
And I forgot to move the round counter to 4. So we are almost done with this game.
so close.
And I'm not necessarily winning because he would have to score a point on the 5th round for me to win, and he's fighting a guy who almost killed him. If it wasn't for cards,
So realistically, if you can just keep him alive, you could win this game.
yes, if I can keep him alive, I could win the game, but you could also kill him.
Could.
It's just you have only one guy back there. That's my
That is
benefit
true.
right now.
That is true.
Charge range of 7,
Oh, just outside.
but I have a half-inch melee range on my thermo mace. I bet it's only a half an inch. It is only a half an inch, so I cannot get to you unless one of these cards in my hand makes my guys faster like that last one did. None of them do.
Hooray!
This one gives him assault, but that guy doesn't have a gun. He has a
Oh, that's a bummer.
fireball. Can't assault with a fireball. Now,
I
when a
contend
model
that you might could.
when a model's injured, it cannot be attacked from more than half inch away.
Okay.
So he looks dead to that guy, so I can't walk over and shoot him.
Right. It's hurt real bad.
He's hurt real bad. We are going to try and finish off this guy
Do it.
with my commander. Does my commander want to use his mini feet? It's very shooty.
Well, you are standing right next. Oh no, that's not the commander. This crazy hair guy is the commander.
Yeah,
So,
but I'm engaged.
but your banner's making him feel so important, so special.
Okay. He's going to move up here.
Oh.
He's going to use the double time order because everyone can use an order anybody gives him access to.
Yep.
And if something like a commander has it, then everybody in the unit in his command range has access to that order.
Okay.
So double time lets him make a full advance after he completes his combat action.
Okay.
So his combat action is to whack you.
Whack him.
He's a 6 plus 2, so he's an 8. You are knocked down, he auto hits you.
Right.
So I just did the math to show people how combined range, melee works.
Hooray.
But damage-wise, I'm a 9, 10, 11, and you are a 15.
That is correct.
So I need to roll a 5. And, oh, that one's a potato. That's for Ash, in case he watches this. Oh, it's a 3. There's got to be a reroll in here somewhere. Come on, dice. Stop rolling 3s. I'm gonna play. Oh, these are all good reroll cards. I'm gonna play Bodyguard because that card's cool, but not as cool as the other two I have in my hand. Come on, not a 3. I can't boost this after the fact because I've already rolled the dice.
Right.
It's
over a
It's
3
a 2
anyway.
that time.
Yeah.
Okay. So I force another casualty roll.
Okay, and he has, if he's within 11, which I doubt he is, no. So he does
And
not
you
get
can't
the
gain
benefit.
benefits from knockdown guys anyway.
No.
Or, I mean, injured guys.
Well, fine. He gets nothing anyway. He's dead.
Oh, how many dice? You
He
going to play a
is-
card? You got a card?
I don't know.
This guy is holding up a clump
He's
of my
holding up
army.
a lot of stuff, but I don't have.
If he's knocked down, he's not engaging me, so I can walk away. But he's still
well, and I
in
can't
the
play
way.
shake after the fact.
No,
So he is dead.
he's dead. Okay, that was my commander's activation. But he gets to make an advance. He's gonna. Oh, that Warjack's over there. That's not good. He's gonna just step up here,
Right up there.
and he can't shield wall because he used the double time order.
Right.
So he's gonna move there.
'Kay.
It's your turn.
All right.
If you want to pass, you can pass, right?
I could, but I'm
am I
not
down
going
to
to.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? 2, 3, 4, 5,
6.
6, 7. You have
Yep,
7.
I've got more than you. All righty. So this
started
guy
this game
right here
outnumbering you, and it's
is
not
going
going
to
so
go
great.
ahead and charge this guy right here,
Okay.
which is well within.
Yeah,
All right.
you got to move at least 3 inches.
Yep.
So he'll move over here.
All right. I don't need to boost this because I just need 4s to hit you.
Someone's declaring that somebody is Captain Barker. I don't know what that means.
I don't know. I didn't.
Nathaniel? What?
Ash Barker?
They asked if you
Oh.
could use the patrol dog
Ah.
as your company
So
commander. I said
that's
you can
definitely gonna
absolutely
hit.
have Lieutenant Barker
So we are definitely going
be
to
your
hit.
company commander.
Okay.
What is in his armor is 13?
His armor is 15 with a shield because you're not
okay.
behind him.
Cool. All right. I guess that's not behind him.
Yes, any warrior model that's in your faction can be chosen as the commander of your force at the beginning of the game. And once your
So-
chosen commander dies, it can be any model in your army.
Say his armor one more time.
15.
15. So dice off 3. Oh, that's not so bad.
You can roll 3s. I believe in you.
I could roll
Finally.
exactly a 3.
Finally, no rerolls.
And no rerolls.
Right? No rerolls.
No rerolls. Bloop. So you could pass.
I could also get another guy within scoring, and I could charge. Yeah, I could charge that guy and kill him, and then have this guy also be
You could charge him and kill him.
back here.
Which just auto hits and auto kills.
Auto hits and auto kills because anytime
So
you
I don't even
would
get a
take-
casualty roll.
Anytime you would take a damage roll or damage and you're injured, you just die.
You just die. Here you go.
And that was my guy.
Okay. All right. So we're going to
We're
charge
at least
him.
putting the pressure up.
Yep. And we're going to go ahead and use him and charge him. Just blurp. Blurp.
So Rikers wants to know about bigger and smaller boards.
13.
11.
Oh,
How did that
I
guy
don't-
get all the way back there?
charged.
He can't charge. He was facing this way.
No, we can't. All right. Well,
You can't see
fine
me.
Well,
What's your
fine then.
speed? 5?
6,
6?
5,
You can probably walk back there then
5. I can just walk.
and
back
stop at the max.
there. Yeah, just about right there.
So back to Rikers.
Anyway, smack-a-doo.
The game is built on the Rumble format, which is a 30 by 30.
Did I
But
roll that, or do I still need to roll? I'm going to roll.
you still need to roll. You just need to roll 4.
That'll do.
There you go.
All right.
But you can play on any size you want, and we are going to do bigger format like multiplayer scenarios and stuff. They play on a 4x4.
Armor.
15 still.
Okay.
Oh, that's not the bad roll from
That's not the
earlier
bad roll.
that saved me.
Not at all.
I'm about to start testing for a future no quarter some multiplayer scenarios that play on a 4x4. He's only knocked down.
He's only knocked down. Groovy.
My turn.
Should you wish it to be?
Wait. Did he activate this round, or did you forget to take that off?
Probably forgot to take it off.
Yeah, because he killed that guy last round.
Yep.
I was suddenly felt much safer that Warjack had activated
Ew.
and couldn't get to me. We're going to run away from that Warjack.
Oh.
And I already looked. I have nothing that can make me faster. So this guy bumbling this direction, because that's what dwarves do when they run. They bumble.
Bumble, bumble, bumble.
He's there.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Back to you.
Hooray. So, let's see here.
So the only reason there aren't multiplayer scenarios in the base game is that when I design a game, I like to keep everything as basic as possible. And that would have been even more rules to put in the base game's rules. So
he's just going to run this way.
as soon as No Quarter became No Quarter Prime and the formatting on articles and length and concepts changed, then we got a lot more freedom to do mini, like 10-page expansions and stuff for things. So Company of Iron was designed to a certain extent to rely on No Quarter Prime to give us a lot of small expansions in the future.
So he ran his happy butt over here.
That guy is still over there bleeding. This guy... Does the Standard Bearer have an axe? I think he does. He's got one on his backpack, but that... No, he doesn't. He can't free his hand to get that axe off his backpack. This is a spare axe for later. It is my turn, right?
Yes.
Unless I... Can I pass?
You can pass.
You got two guys. I got two guys. You got two guys. Oh, wait, I got three guys because he's back there.
He's over there.
He doesn't have to activate yet.
Nope.
This guy's going to fight you.
Okay. Fight.
He needs a 7 to hit you, so he's going to play. He's going to play this additional die card
Probably a good
because
idea.
I can roll real high all the time. There we go.
There you go.
That's good.
Yeah.
And then POW 9 versus
So.
15. So do I? That's a good card, but the game is winding down,
It is winding down.
so I will boost.
Okay.
That I threw away my assault.
This guy is so important. You're gonna additional die and boost him.
Well, he can tie up my commander and stuff.
I probably would have saved it for your knockdown dude to try to take that guy out.
He doesn't need to take that guy out. He just has to survive. He is not a combat solo.
All right.
He's got a POW 8 knife. That is an 8 plus a 9 is enough to break your armor.
That
You could
will
just die now.
Force one of
Just-
those.
nope,
So,
that's
nope.
injured.
He is just injured. Well, he gets a +1, so he's technically knocked. Oh no, he's not.
No,
within
this
11.
is not.
And yada yada.
And you
yada.
can't get him
Yep.
from
All right.
injured guys.
All right.
Okay.
So that
So back
leaves
to
me
you.
with.
Your Warjack
He's
and your
done,
bleeding
he's
commander.
done, and he's done. So that Warjack is just going to walk over here and mess.
Stab
him
some
up.
guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's speed
Speed 5.
5. Yeah, he can easily engage
All
both
right.
those guys with his spear, but he can only make one spear.
He is actually speed 6.
Ooh.
So.
But he still can't get within a half an inch for his
No.
shield.
But he can still try to stab your commander. In his back.
In the back.
In the back.
My commander's got 10 hit points. You haven't heard him yet, but
Not yet.
he is def 11 from the front, so he's even worse from the back.
All right. So Matt on the Lancer is 6.
So it goes up to 8. So you just need a 3. You can roll Snake Eyes. That's
look
a
at that.
4.
Yep.
Okay, you hit me.
And we're going to boost it.
POW
POW 13.
13. So you're 2 off because I'm arm 15.
Yep. So we're going to boost that.
Roll real bad. Just roll real bad.
So
Come
I
on,
need,
Tony. Can you
I
like
need a 12 to kill you?
can you use
or
some
a
special
13?
effects on that dice tray to make it roll bad?
That is not a 12. So it's dice off 2, you said?
Dice off 2.
So
he
that
did
is
5
5.
damage. So his damage track on his commander card is gone, but his regular damage track is still there.
Correct.
And I will mark
Oh, thank you.
your activated
All
warjack.
right.
So this guy's being engaged now because that's about 2 inches.
About.
This guy activated.
Might be just a little bit more than 2 inches.
It's 2 inches. He's gonna try and stay alive.
It is just 2 inches.
He's gonna shield wall up there
Okay.
and not face away from you.
That's probably wise.
Actually, that guy's bleeding. He's gonna die.
Probably.
Okay, back to you.
Alrighty.
Just-
So
that
just
guy,
him. He
is
gets
he-
a +1. Or he benefit.
He
from
does
this?
benefit from
Okay.
that because you can benefit from things that affect casualty rolls.
Okay. So on the plus side for you, I have no rerolls.
Or recovers.
I got neither.
Awesome.
So
So you die on a 1, and and you're knocked down on a. Okay. There we go. Don't use your sword to try to staunch your bleeding.
Nope.
It's not good. It
No.
doesn't
He
work
forgot
that
to
way.
heat it up first
Yeah.
to do the cauterizing.
Yeah.
And he just kind of stabbed himself with an electro blade.
Okay, I score a point. That guy activates.
Okay.
2 points for me.
You are at 2.
2 points for me. I win
All right.
with one more point.
That is all my dudes.
And that's all my guys.
That's
also.
all of our dudes. All right, so that is done.
And we're going into round 5.
So this is the one.
I'm not going to discard this card because it's important for me to win the game.
So
These
now
cards
I
are
have to
pretty
pick
good,
a
too.
new commander, technically.
You have
yes?
to pick a new commander. Your frontline officer commander upgrade goes away
Yep.
unless it was giving somebody else a benefit, like
Right.
Warjack controllers and beast handlers. It could be anybody in your army,
But he's not going to get
but
any real benefit from it.
Warjacks don't have a command stat, so you wouldn't want.
So it's probably this guy.
Okay.
Since he's the leader of the
Yeah.
Silverline Storm Guard. So
now for clarity, it doesn't have to be a unit leader. It could be any model in your army. But
he's just nice and central.
that guy
located.
is the central model, and
Right.
you're going to want to keep him alive too.
All right. I am not going to discard.
Okay, so we roll for priority.
Yep.
I got a 2. You
I got a 5.
You keep beating me. So how
I
many
like
cards
that.
you need?
I need 4.
So that's
I
4.
have 3.
I have 4, 5, 6, and I got to reshuffle.
Oh, you sons of bitches.
What's the rating on this stream, Tony?
PG-13.
Do we get 1?
You get
get
one
one.
beyond that.
Oh, we get 1.
You get one of the terrible ones.
Has Schick done that yet?
Oh,
Has he?
no, but Dallas has.
No, I'm a professional. Thank you.
Yeah. I remember Dallas going above and beyond
Yes.
the ratings a little bit.
Ooh, that one's actually pretty good. I might use that one on my opening gambit here. So first things first is let's see what his command stat is. It is an 8. So
I'm looking at the chat.
that
Mr.
is
Schick.
going to get him.
Are those questions about our cool circle or Boros
Not yet.
terrain? Yeah. These
right.
were made for an Accorder article like 3 years ago, something. It's been a while.
Yeah, it was a long time
So
ago.
it hasn't come up a ton, but it's come up enough that we're going to go ahead and we've got 2 different cards that would actually work fairly decently here.
Yeah.
Do you have any of your Fire Lobber dudes left?
I have that one who ran up there, and he's my only tactical Arcanist core that is surviving. He's the leader also because he has the cool crest on his helmet.
Right. So
I built him with a helmet because I don't like painting faces.
right.
Pro tip:
We are going to go ahead
close
and
the helmet.
play
Mad Hammer. Close the helmet.
Fortify position. So friendly models currently in your commander's command range gain cover, do not suffer blast damage, and do not black line of sight until they move, are placed or engaged or until you play another battle plan.
Cool.
So I don't like blast damage.
Sure.
And that is all of my dudes currently except for him.
So if this guy is alive,
Well, so the first thing
When
that
I
we
get
need to
priority-
do is try to resolve that.
then I win the game.
So first things first, we're going to try to stab him. a
Stab
lot.
me.
Like
Stab
a
me
lot,
so
a lot.
good.
So first things first, I need to roll a 4 on 2 dice. Yes? Yeah. That'll be a 5 on
You
2
got me.
dice.
Okay.
All right. And his armor is?
His armor's 13.
Okay, so he's got the lower armor of them.
Yes. He's wearing a jacket and a bandana.
So I don't need to boost because I need anything over a 1.
Okay.
That'll do.
So
He is currently knocked down.
Well, you didn't have to roll to hit me then.
Yeah, I guess not.
And actually, he stood up and did something. So he
Okay.
sacrificed his movement to do that, to do a mission action. The futility of this is going to be really funny. I rolled a 1. Oh, I'm going to recover. He's knocked down.
All right.
Do we want? What time is it? Do we want to end the stream now, or do we want to play a little bit more?
You are literally like,
Just go for it. Go
This
for
is-
it.
this
It's
is-
11:30.
Go
You're
for
good.
winning or go for
Yeah,
more
go
play?
for the win. Go
Just
for
go
the
for the win.
gusto. Prove to everyone that you made this model so that you could beat poor John in an unfair matchup.
in what game would you not just score right now?
If we were trying to play for some other narrative thing, like
But
if
we're
we had
not.
decided
You
that,
were trying to
like,
disable these jacks.
I know, but if we decided like the game after this, you get to bring one of these jacks, maybe I would want to put a damage point on one of them.
Sure.
Instead of scoring.
Like if
my
there was
third
if
one
there
over
was a
there.
continuous
Yeah.
effect.
'Cause-
like if all of a sudden you had to deal with the Thunderhead the next
Because
time.
anybody who's seen No Quarter Prime #1, there is a 3-part mini campaign in there where the victory and circumstances in certain scenarios play out. The next No Quarter has another one of those, so it will matter what you do. And feel free to experiment with your own games, campaign play wise, to come up with reasons for games to matter.
Sure.
Because telling a story with the miniatures is one of the funnest ways to play the game.
But taking out the brick house, which is
But-
Maddox's favorite
pulling
jack.
that last bolt out of brick house so he just falls into a pile of Legos, probably how I want to go. Okay, so I'm going to win
Yep.
by using the model that was super playtest. maybe he's not 3 points, but so that was a good game.
Awesome. Well
my
done.
dice rolls
Well
were
done.
My dice rolls were awesome.
They were super good. All those threes.
All the threes, every 3.
So, as far as like the point costing things go, obviously you were play
Yeah,
testing him.
that
so
guy's massively.
who knows where that's going to go? But there's a lot of good give and take despite dice roll.
And my army's almost dead.
Right.
You started out with a more elite, smaller force than me, and it's pretty much evened out that my guys were dying and your guys were dying at the same
Even
time.
without the Electro Leaps, like if I
Yeah.
had taken the regular
Yeah.
Stormguard. Yep. So yeah, no, I really
So
like that. scenario.
October 25th, a week from tomorrow, is when this will be on store shelves and available everywhere fine products are sold in the hobby games industry.
Yep. So your hobby store, your local game store, or store.privateerpress.com.
We
else do we need to know?
we will put up all of the information about buying the card decks separately because that's been a question a lot. We have said the card decks are going to be for sale separately, but we haven't announced exactly how that is. Does man with a microphone hiding behind the camera want to say something official?
So the card decks and the rule books, if you want to get the package of the printed materials,
Yeah.
both the rule books and the card decks, because we are putting the rules online for free, but obviously you need the card deck. You want to get those together, you can buy them on the online store at privatepress.com where we have them in stock. So you can get the package deal.
Yeah.
Or you can do a print-on-demand option, and I believe that's going to be offered through DriveThruRPG,
Okay.
OneBookshelfPublishing.net, and those will go up on the 25th as well.
Okay.
So
Sweet.
you've
So
got multiple options.
So you don't even have to wait. You
On-
can literally just get any version of the game you want on the 25th.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yep.
That is sweet. Also, people can be joining us every Tuesday at 10 a.m. for the weekly Rumble. So we'll be playing various games. We'll be playing Company of Iron for a while because, well, it's fun and we're all super excited about it. But, we
But
could end up playing.
I have a certain gold and bedazzled wrestling fan
You do.
upstairs.
And
that
I know
we
Hungerford
still
wants
have
to take
not
that thing down.
really put out there in the world officially. So, yeah, we're going to do some wrestling eventually on the release.
Oh, I want to get it. I
Yeah.
need to finish my
You can get a
Helios.
striped shirt. You can stay on the back. Don't
could
smack
ref?
this table.
I could
Don't
be
smack
the
table.
ref?
Tony won't let us smack the table. But yeah.
Right on. Well, I want to do that. Like we'll have to see if like the store down the street has them
Yeah.
or
Yeah, there's uniform stores all over the place.
get a Privateer Plus logo on it. Oh,
Yeah.
I like where this is going.
All you need is a white shirt and some black duct tape, and we can make this happen.
This is the electrical tape. Just like,
We don't want a Hungerford style ref. We want a classy.
yeah, this is not a ref shirt for swamp people.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, I kind of dig the idea of like being able to take those and like
Yeah.
the next thing.
Yeah.
That would actually be kind of cool.